Neighbors and friends, my name is Carol Mueller. Today is Tuesday, June 16th, 2020. It's approximately 1:15 p.m. on a gorgeous summer day. And I'd like to start my mayor's message with you today with some appreciation. And I will be referring to my notes for this. I'm sure there's a group of people I've forgotten to appreciate, but you know, my gratitude is heartfelt even if I don't mention you by name. First of all, I want to say thank you to all the parents who have worked so hard to homeschool their children, and the Mounds School District and the teachers who have supported them along the way. I'd like to thank the Mounds School District for finding a way to support our youth and their families, not only with education, but with food distribution right here in Mounds View. I want to thank the Ralph Reeder Food Shelf and all who donate and volunteer because of their invaluable service to our community. Thank you to Ramsey County Library for finding new ways to partner with and serve our community. And to our students, especially our graduating or transitioning students, thank you for embracing new ways of learning and coping with the loss of transitions, sports, celebrations, adapting to the social limitations, and all those other changes thrust upon us due to the pandemic. I truly believe these collective experiences will make you our next greatest generation. I'd like to thank the daycare providers and our Y partners at the community center and all others who provided essential services for us. And thank you to all who are making and distributing face masks for those of us in need. Thank you to all the businesses in our city who have stayed open during the pandemic or can reopen soon to provide goods, services, and jobs in our community. Thank you to all the essential workers who faithfully reported to their work locations or adapted to the new work from home model. Thank you to our faith-based organizations who continue to pray for and support us in spiritual ways. Thank you to friends and neighbors who look out for each other and our well-being, checking in and being neighborly, practicing tolerance, and supporting safe COVID-19 protocols. Thank you to all of you who came together with an outpouring of love and donations to Sandra Legault and her family after the devastating fire that took her husband Daryl and completely destroyed their home at the end of May. Thank you to our residents who honor and respect our First Amendment rights, peacefully protesting, accepting and being tolerant of others' beliefs, which may have given us a new understanding of the racial bias in our country. Thank you to the Mounds View Police Department, Public Works, SBM Fire, Alina, other agencies, and first responders for your ongoing commitment to the health and safety of our community. I am so proud and so grateful to live in Mounds View. Today, I'd actually like to speak with you about 3 current events and how they are impacting our community. The first is the 2020 census. The website for the 2020 census is 2020census.gov. If you have questions, their phone number is 1-844-330-2020. As of June 12th, the latest statistics I could find indicate that over 90 million households in the United States, roughly 60.9%, have now participated in the census. In Minnesota, we are beating that average. We are at 70.6%. And Mounds View, congratulations, you are beating the Minnesota average at 76.5%. Thank you so much to all of you who've already completed your census survey. If you haven't filled out your census survey yet, please use your smartphone, your iPad, your laptop, your computer. Go on the website, 2020census.gov, and take 20 minutes out of your day, or 10, to complete that survey. If you don't have internet access, a relative, friend, or neighbor would be glad to help you. If you prefer, you can fill out and return the forms that the 2020 census mailed out to you. I want to assure you that all of your responses are private and confidential. Results of the 2020 census are used for multiple things, including, most importantly, directing billions of dollars in federal funds to local communities like Mounds View, for schools, roads, and other public services. It also helps our community prepare to meet transportation and emergency readiness needs. And it even determines the number of seats each state has in the U.S. House of Representatives. So please, take 10 minutes, if you haven't already done so, and fill out the survey. The second thing I'd like to speak with you about today is the COVID-19 virus, also known as the pandemic. On March 13th, 2020, Governor Walz declared a peacetime emergency in the state of Minnesota and initiated the Stay It Safe policies. On March 20th, I declared a city state of emergency, which the City Council approved and extended. This allows our City Council and commissions to conduct business and meet electronically, and our votes are taken by roll call. Our city is following the Stay Safe at Home policies and guidance of the governor, the Minnesota Department of Health, and Ramsey County. As the virus continues to spread, we watched our economy suffer. Federal, state, and county leaders have implemented stimulus packages to ease the financial strain. Even our city is prorating business licenses for impacted businesses to try to help. The governor is slowly dialing back the Stay Safe at Home policies, allowing more businesses to operate with some restrictions. Sadly, our city's lost a few businesses that will not be reopening under current ownership. As a city, we have reopened our playgrounds, relying on parents to enforce recommended COVID-19 protocols of social distancing, wearing masks, and frequent hand sanitizing. While I am extremely hopeful that we can get the permit from Ramsey County to open our splash pad, in reality, it is extremely unlikely that we can open the splash pad this summer. Again, our number one priority in our city is and always will be public health and safety. So please be smart, stay informed, be safe, follow the rules of the current state leadership, follow COVID-19 protocols of social distancing, wearing masks, and frequent hand sanitizing. The third thing I want to talk to you about, and probably most importantly, is the tragic, senseless, and appalling death of Mr. George Floyd. That and the resulting violence and rioting is absolutely beyond my comprehension. 8 minutes and 46 seconds. 8 minutes and 46 seconds. The horror of watching the life of Mr. George Floyd being squeezed out of him is compounded when you consider that the video was taken by a teenager who had taken the 9-year-old she was babysitting to a local store for a treat. 8 minutes and 46 seconds. My heart breaks for the loved ones Mr. Floyd left behind, who in their grief have been subjected to the broadcasts of his final moments on local, national, and international TV. I mourn with all who grieve and share the outrage of police officer actions resulting in the death of Mr. George Floyd and others, and the enormous harm those actions ignited across the Twin Cities, the state of Minnesota, the United States, and the world. I've lived in Mounds with my husband Dan for over 40 years. It has always been a diverse, inclusive, and welcoming community. In 2015, the City of Mounds adopted the Presidential Commission Report on 21st Century Policing. The Mounds Police Department prohibits use of excessive force unless loss of life conditions exist. The Mounds Police Department has achieved and maintained all 6 of the pillars detailed in the 21st Century Policing model. There's a lot more information about 21st Century Policing on our website, and also other sources such as Google and YouTube. There's a brochure or booklet, I guess, available in the library as well. In the fall of 2019, this mayor and council reviewed and affirmed our 21st century policing models. So Mounds View Police Department averages over 30 community outreach events each year. I hope you will attend one of our events when the threat of spreading COVID-19 has lessened. I'm looking forward to the time when we can gather safely together again and have community conversations. I am delighted to hear our governor pushing the need for reform in Minnesota. However, it is my belief that reform needs to consider more than policing and includes diversity in laws, organizations, and communities. I'm hopeful our state leaders can unite and set aside their differences to take the necessary steps for much needed reform. Whatever challenges and opportunities we will encounter in the future, I assure you that our Mounds View City Council, Police Department, first responders, and all staff will stand united together and together with you and continue to do the right thing for our community and beyond. I want to thank you for giving me this opportunity to speak with you today. As always, I urge you to reach out if you have any questions or concerns. Stay safe. Be well, everyone. Thank you.